stacking it. Straight to the top, ain't no capping it. We living like that's extravagant. Whole high class, ain't never rich. Burning each tree like they calories.
Yes, boys, welcome back to the channel. Bit of a different location, this one. Starting the vlog here at the Dorchester. I'm coming into the room. It is a bit messy. My birthday yesterday, so came here, went to Baoli, had a lovely dinner. We'll check out the view. What's funny is that I literally used to live in one of these buildings just over there. As you can see, obviously the view is the same, but just from a little bit of a different angle change, it looks a bit better from here. You can see the yachts. I think of all the views in Dubai, I mean, now that I've moved to a different area, it's a lot more chill. You can kind of hear, probably won't pick up in the vlog, but so much construction goes on here in Business Bay, but still the view's undefeated. Something about this view, it is just too clean, especially at night. I'll put in the vlog later at night when all the lights are on all the buildings. It looks super clean, but show you boys a little room tour. Obviously we've got the desk in the morning, do a bit of work. So far no work has been done, but a bit of work definitely tomorrow morning. You've obviously got the sofa, little chill spot, got the bed. Me and Tom were here yesterday, so Asahi's have already gone. Haven't topped it up yet, but yeah, literally, plan for today is we're gonna head to the gym now. So the gym is literally on the rooftop, which is nice. So we're gonna get a nice workout in. Then we're gonna have some food, go to the rooftop, go to the pool, then get the cars, drive around for a bit, and then a few other special things. So stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'll catch you boys there. Boys, if you're not training to failure every single set, then there's no point going gym. There's no point training if you don't train to failure. Every single set you should see my face. Instead of you see these workouts on these vlogs where it's the lightest of 20 kg little press up, no sweat, no nothing. It's bullshit.
It's a slow-mo run down Kite Beach.
Fühl mich heute wie ein Star. Ich hab es in meinem Blut und in meiner DNA. Links an euch vorbei, kick down, wenn ich race. Wake up in the morning and I see no change. So viele Awards in meiner Galerie, Fast Life, Motorsport. Jeden Tag aufwachen an einem anderen Ort. Big City Life, Penthouse in New York. Es ist nicht immer leicht, hier das Leben on the top. Kopf ist voller Demons, es ist hart, I swear on God. Doch ich chill im Kopf.
What do you say is better, Dubai winter or Europe summer?
I think for sure Dubai winter, because a lot of people have misconceptions because they come here for a week and they spend all their money on a holiday, but in the winter here you can just lock in for at least 6 months, from like October to March, April, and just do shit like this on the weekend, like lock in 6 days a week, work as pretty much only thing other than gym, and on the weekend you can enjoy, go to a nice hotel, go to yacht club. But Europe summer, it's just a boozer every fucking day. Like, there's no locking in, getting done Europe summer. And it depends what stage of biz you're at. If you can just afford to fuck off 2-3 months because your systems and everything is super dialed in, then it makes sense to network, meet people for connections. But if you aren't at that level, then it's just retarded, really.
Yeah.
What do you think's the best part about living in Dubai?
For me, safety. I don't have to worry about my girl getting raped if she goes to the corner shop. She's going to come home exactly how she left.
Yeah.
Unless she spent some money and got some nails or whatever. But
Yeah.
And just even myself, like when I went back home to the UK for Christmas, walk into the gym with my bag, my phone, had some glasses on, and just deep halfway to the gym, I was like, I'm literally wearing like 10K's worth of stuff right now.
Yeah.
I could literally just a walk-in target. Like people would love to come across me right now. They would love to find me on the street right now. And then it just makes me think like,
lick.
I'm just doing like a normal thing, like
Yeah.
just going to the gym. Like you have to think twice about doing stuff.
It's true.
I mean, I guess if you're super low key, but obviously from an area where people know who you are,
Yeah.
I'm not exactly hard to fucking.
Especially back in your hometown.
Yeah. Even then, like even in Manchester when we stayed in the building, nicest buildings in Manchester, multiple times people have been stabbed just outside the fucking lobby.
Yeah.
So, well,
Sure.
it's not really a question when people try and argue about is the UK good or not.
Yeah.
Because bro, like, do you want to die? Like, you're really willing to pay half your money and almost die
Yeah.
just to fucking have some pride and stay there?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
It's funny seeing the guys that like fight for being British and fight for staying in the UK that everyone's leaving, but it's just retarded. Because what's the UK going to do for you?
What are you fighting for?
Yeah.
You literally just get sent to jail if you post a tweet.
So retarded. So, all the British are leaving. 4,000 millionaires leave every year. We need to stay. Blah, blah, blah. It's just retarded. It's just fighting for nothing.
Yeah. But nah, UK is good. I like to go back every couple of weeks. Just fucking, not every
Mayfair's
couple of
good.
weeks. I had to go back for a couple of weeks every 4 months.
Yeah.
Because Dubai, like you say, you can lock in 6 days a week, 7 days a week. It's good. Here you're constantly confronted with life. Like there's always pressure to go and be more. So when you go back home, it's almost nice to just bake for like 1 week.
It's good to reset.
Have a mental refresh.
Yeah.
Come back here and just step out of like the constant chase, because that's what it is here. Like Dubai truly is a city that never sleeps. I saw someone say this, like if I walk across someone at 4 a.m. in the street in Dubai, there's no questions as to why he's outside at 4 a.m. You don't think, oh, what are you doing? You're just like, oh, yo, like what are you saying? Whereas if you come across someone at 4 a.m. in the street in London,
Think he's homeless.
Yeah, you'd think
He's
he's
ready
homeless,
to rob you.
or he's trying to fucking rob you.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you out at 4 a.m. G? Like, what are you actually up to? Whereas here, it's just normal. But that's the pressure.
Yes. Every day you're just reminded you need to go harder. Like your environment shapes pretty much everything. Because you're just never comfortable. Like even in Manny, it's so easy to get comfortable and just you're making good money, waking up to 10k days on inflow, pop open a can of Stella, load up blackjack.
Champagne for breakfast that I just took home from the club.
Jifo coffee for breakfast.
Jifo coffee for brekkie.
Go down to Atomica.
And go casino.
Yeah.
Just
For moose to the casino and back, like midday.
go sauna for 5 minutes.
Think you've done reversed all the damage. But here you're just reminded, you just always have to go harder. Which is good, especially like at this stage of life. Worst thing to do now is just think you're like, you've made it, get comfortable at whatever money you're making. Just because everyone you're around, you make more than them, doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Just always need to elevate your circle. Even like every time we meet Ennio, we realise like he's up 7 million on the day.
Yeah.
It's normal. It's literally nothing special for him. It's always a good reminder.
It's good.
Okay.
Blacked out like a phantom, my phone keeps having a tantrum. You won't boy got the party, this song your national anthem. Fuck gold, I'm platinum, my bro shit on my nose. Okay, I'm handsome. If you talk shit then I bang them. You banged out to the mansion. You've never known no motion, you've never known no action.
Yeah, it's funny because even I used to live here, literally that building there, Big Hattie, on the right, here in Business Bay. And when I was moving out, fucking hell, it was the most longest process ever. 5 days back and forth because we needed a move out permit that the landlord didn't want to give. And I had all the furniture like all ready to move out, like because obviously you have to pack up all your furniture. Here in Dubai you move with your furniture, like all the apartments are unfurnished. So we packed up all of our shit and the landlord still, like we confirmed the day for him to give the permit, he still didn't give the permit. I had to call and he didn't speak zero English, all Arabic, so I couldn't understand nothing, he couldn't understand me. I had to just back and forth, and then we had to delay it till the Monday because it was on a Friday as well. Delay it till the Monday, couldn't move out, literally had to unpack the furniture, fucking nightmare, but eventually gave the permit, all because the building would not let us move out without this one word line that I consent for the tenant to move out. But yeah, it's just so frustrating. It's all the littlest of things here, especially like security, because they have nothing better to do. They just make everything more difficult.
Okay.
So sitting here in Dubai on your birthday, after a long 3 years in the game, and obviously we've ended up here, and there's a lot of people that have dropped off or stayed stagnant or whatever. So where do you think these sorts of people have gone wrong?
I think most OFM agencies have gone wrong just by overcomplicating shit. Of course, things have got harder, but just because things have got harder, it doesn't mean that you launch 100 Instagram accounts. It doesn't mean that you go all in on salary models that don't convert or on AI OFM. You just need to stick to the basics. And if you trust your ability with content, with organic marketing, and you're actually good at it, and you just master that skill, you wouldn't complain about the business being harder because you'd still be converting very well with your creators. You wouldn't complain about it being hard to sign creators because your creators would refer you more creators. And you wouldn't complain that it's hard to scale because more creators, more traffic equals more revenue. So it's just people overcomplicating this business, because it's actually not difficult. It's only difficult when you make all these little hurdles and make it so much more complex, all these systems that doesn't fucking need to be. Like, you know it as well. You just have good chatters on an account, good branding, good marketing, then you can achieve $10, $15 LTV on a free page. You don't need to have the most insane chatting script or strategy.
Cool, so that being said, why do you think agencies get stuck at that ceiling?
So I think they think what works for one creator works for all of their creators, and they just don't understand how dialed in, how good your direction, your approach needs to be with marketing, with your creators, to actually replicate that on 5, 10, 15, 20 creators. Because yeah, you might have got lucky, you might have blown up one model, she might have done a really unique niche, but just because you've done it once doesn't mean you can do it again. And in OFM, a lot of agencies are ignorant to that fact. They're ignorant. They think they can just replicate it, and just once they've done it once, they can just scale to however much thousand or million a month. But you have to have a really dialed in system, a really dialed in approach to marketing to actually do that. And that's probably the biggest mistake where everyone really goes wrong when it comes to scaling up.
Cool, so obviously you're 23 today. What is one takeaway that you've taken over the last year that you think is important that other people might need to know if they're in that, 20 to 23-year-old age range coming up, making some cash?
Yeah, biggest lesson this year is to prioritize fitness just as much as business, because when I look back to my last birthday, literally me and Tom sitting there, same self, but we were fat as fuck, both looking like Homer Simpson, face was all round, because we didn't prioritize the gym, we didn't prioritize our diet. And the biggest lesson is that once you eat the right food, once you prioritize working out, you stick to a routine, you actually make more money in business as well, because that transfers into your business, transfers how you do one thing is how you do everything. So from going through that journey this year, I can never go back, and it's a lesson that I'll take for my whole life.
So obviously the agency's printing, doing absolutely insane numbers. What are you doing with this cash? Like, what is the best thing that you bought or invested in this year?
I think by far the best thing I've done this year is fly my whole family to Dubai for a whole week at Christmas and New Year's. Christmas at Bulgari, New Year's at Bulgari, at the gala dinner. That was probably like the best thing. I think you don't set out to make money to like give it back, but once you've made enough money, the best thing you can do is give it back. And experiences with your family is probably the best thing. We say it all the time. But that dinner was like one of the best experiences. Seeing their reaction, how much they loved it, by far the best thing.
Flying your whole family over here to Dubai on Christmas, New Year's, bro, I know firsthand that Bulgari dinner was not fucking cheap. That was not cheap. That's £1,000. Pounds, not dollars, not dirhams, pounds per person for a meal. And that's just on a few hours of the night of the trip. do you say that spending money, getting out there and doing some things for your family will help you make more, or was it worth it?
Yeah, you can't be scared to spend money. If you're scared to spend and you're saving, it's not abundance thinking. And if you don't think that money's going to come to you abundantly, if you hold on to every little penny like it's your last penny, you're telling the universe, you're telling the world that you don't attract money and money doesn't come to you. And every morning when I journal, I manifest, I do money manifestations, which Tom put me on, which is the reason why I'm not scared to spend money, because I know it's coming back. I know with the value I'm providing to my clients, my creators, my team, that's always going to come back. And it always starts with your mindset, because if you are scarce and you have that belief, it's holding you back. Because at every stage of your journey, your limiting beliefs is going to be the first thing holding you back to get to that next stage. Okay, can we get 2 butter chicken and then 2 gin and tonics, but can you make them the special way on the menu? Alright boys, that's the end of the video. I hope you boys enjoyed just a Saturday in my life. Of course, not a usual Saturday, a little bit different, but as always, stay disciplined. We hit the gym, might have a few beers, a few gin and tonics, watch the football, get some work done, and that's just a normal Saturday in my life. So if you boys enjoyed, again, on this vlog, I couldn't really put as much behind the scenes of what I actually get up to. So if you want to see more in depth about what I do and how I do it differently, you can check my other videos on my channel, which show in-depth breakdowns on the business model that I run and how you can do the same. But I hope you boys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video.